Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Innovate and boy, oh boy, have I got a story for you today. So this story dates back to a few years ago, back when I was in college, shall we say? No, not college, when I was in school, shall we say? So about 2011, 2012. That's sort of gauged around the time I was in year 8, year 9. So this is where this story begins. At around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, in a very small class, around 30 of us, consisting of a French lesson. Now remember, this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so the French lesson finishes at 10 past 2, and that's where my favourite part comes in, because we're all sat there just neat and just happy, calm, and all of a sudden, this girl who I won't name for security reasons, I'll call her, I don't know, H for this. She says, "What's that smell?" Bearing in mind, at this point, the teacher is talking, sort of rounding up the lesson, and H just shouts out across the class, what is that smell? Disrupting the whole class and explaining that there is something disgusting that she can smell. And we all look over in her general direction, and she goes, "Oh, that's disgusting, the floor is wet." Now, if anyone can guess where this is going, there was a lad that sat behind her, who we will call W for this. So W then says that his drink in his bag has exploded, but the difference is the bag that he had was behind him, and he didn't have no drink in it anyway. Can you see where this is going? Because yeah, it's about to get a whole lot funnier. Bearing in mind, at this point, the teacher has decided, you know what, we're going to finish the lesson here. What's happening? And as W stands up, he's dripping from the waist down. His chair is covered in a mysterious liquid. His bag is dripping wet because it was on the floor, and there is a massive puddle on the floor. Now, if anyone knows where this is going, which you probably have to have guessed by now, you can understand that the child has pissed himself. We worked out this even more as we went into final lesson. He did not show up and we did not see him for the next week. That's how badly he was embarrassed by this. Now, I am permitted to say this as I did get permission from him to be allowed to tell you this story in the first place, but this is not where it ends because he come back and then the worst part happened. So after all the heat of sort of what happened to him last week, the week before it died down, and everyone was just getting back into grips, everyone had forgotten. Now, if we fast forward a few more weeks, then we find ourselves on a Tuesday afternoon, half one, double period of PE, where he had decided to bring his kit for once. Where this is the kid that never had his kit and decided to say with his excuse every week that he had jolted his wrist. Now, my PE group was a mixed group, so whilst we're all getting changed and stuff, the girls are off wherever they go to get changed, and then we all meet up sort of at the end of it. So we go down to the gym, which not no weightlifting gym. Nah, it's like I don't know, it's like a weird floor you can play dodgeball and stuff in there. Yeah, there's mirrors everywhere and all stuff like that. And we have different members, so I know I was gonna say a letter, or a name, but you know what? I'll say it. B. Yeah. Now B is on a lot of was on drugs and smoked at the time and disgusting. But she was a good friend of mine. Emphasis on the was. But she claimed that she could smell something horrible when we was playing table tennis in the gym. And notice who she was against was W. So she starts to cause a fuss about how much it stinks. And then, now, this is where it gets horrible. So I suggest you either mute for 5 seconds or not. Because here we go. You got 3 seconds to mute. Three, two, 1. She found herself treading in human shit. Yeah, human feces, human shit. She was treading in it, and who did it come from? W. How do we know this? Because he went redder and redder and redder, and then in the end had to admit to it. Now, bearing in mind, W didn't have any issues as far as we're concerned. He was just a regular kid, a normal, what we can call healthy, big boned kid. Bit weird, but that's a whole different reason that I can get into in a different video if you want, but I don't know, I don't really think it's my place to say. But I have some good stories about, like, how weird he is. Anyway, so, yeah, those are a few different stories from my school, and they're probably the most disgusting ones I can think of. So, if you like this story time and you want more stories, I can always think of some. So, I hope you enjoyed. I've been Innovate Rush. You've been my audience. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you listened well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you got time. Drop a favourite if you got one. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. Peace. Let it go.